Hi everyone, welcome back. I am really excited to share this video with you. Today we are going to be talking about 10 products that I absolutely loved instantly. I know I look familiar. I did actually just film my St. Patrick's Day look, so I know I've got the same sweater on, same eye makeup, same hairstyle. I know, but I like it and I wanted to spend a little extra time wearing it and share it a little bit more, so I decided to film another video. But I'm really excited to share these products with you. Again, sometimes you just instantly fall in love with makeup and sometimes you kind of have to warm up to it. These products took no warming up. I fell in love with them immediately and I can't wait to share them with you. So before we get started, I would love if you would hit that subscribe button. It would mean so much to me, and we'll get going. Again, I have 10 products that I fell in love with instantly, and the first one is an eyeshadow face and eye palette. I'm sure it's not new to you. I have been talking about it quite a bit, so if you're familiar with my channel, you know which product I'm going to be saying. This is the Natasha Denona Glam Face Palette. I have the shade Light, and it includes 5 eyeshadows, a cream blush, and a powder highlight. This powder highlight has become my new go-to every single day type highlight. It's super ivory colored, so it blends in really nicely with the skin. It just melts into the skin. It's super easy to blend. And then you get a very nice lit from within type of glow, and it's not too overpowering. That being said though, you can definitely make it an intense highlight if you want. That's the really nice thing about it. You can wear it on natural days or you can wear it on full glam days, and it's going to perform either way. I will say the blush is the product I use the least out of this whole palette, but it is very nice. It's just the shade for me. I'm currently into either more glowy shades or brighter pink shades, so I haven't touched it too much. These eyeshadows are some of the best formulas and best colors that I have tried this year, because I picked it up at the the end of December, so this is the palette I've been using most of this year so far. I especially like this shade right here. It's called Outer Corner, and I don't ever use it for that. I use it for all over the lid most of the time. And I really like this shimmer too. It's for the inner corner, but I've used this all over the lid too. Natasha Denona just has a great formula. They blend super easily. They're very pigmented. They're very sparkly, and you can't ever go wrong with using some of her formulas. So I have the light palette, but there is a darker palette as well. My second product is also eyeshadow, but it's a little bit different. These are the Auric Smoke Reflex. They are cream eyeshadows. They come in a little pot, and then once you screw your pot back on, they come with a beautiful shimmery topper type shade. So I have 4 out of the 5 colors. I did pick up their Christmas Duo and just love it. So this is in the shade Disrupt. It's a very beautiful cranberry shade. And the cool thing about this color is the shimmer that comes with it is actually a duochrome. So you can see that it's got some pink in there, but there's also a goldish green color in there as well. If you're into cream makeup or you want to start looking into cream makeup, I would highly recommend starting with these because they're really easy to blend. You can use a brush to start with. You can use your fingers. They take no time at all, and they dry it down in a powdery finish. So if you mess up or you decide you need to do a little bit more blending, they will act as a regular powder eyeshadow once they dry down. Very easy to use. The toppers are super beautiful. I like to apply the toppers with my fingers, but you can also apply them with a brush. Very versatile, very easy to use, beginner friendly, and if you have not tried Auric, I would recommend. My third product is also an eyeshadow palette. I promise this is the last one. This is from Patrick Ta. It is their Major Dimensions eyeshadow palette. I know it's very neutral, similar to the Natasha Denona colors, neutral. I'm a neutral girl. When I tell you I have not been able to put this down since it released last summer, I have not been able to put it down. It comes with 2 cream shades, which I have found actually work really good as an eye base as well. So instead of using an eye primer, you could just lay down one of these creams and it will help with creasing. I just find it to be super versatile. It's got mattes, it's got shimmers. And it even has 2 topper shades. So once you do your whole look and you decide you want a little bit more glimmer, you've got 2 topper shade options that just go on beautifully on any of these shades. Patrick Ta has a really good formula, very pigmented, very easy to blend, and if you go in with a light hand, the pigment is very buildable as well. If you're a neutrals person, I would highly recommend this palette. I will say it is a bit more on the expensive side, but since I purchased it, it has become a favorite for me, so it has justified the high price tag. I absolutely love this palette. It's one that I travel with a lot. Our 4th product is from Givenchy. I will say this is the only product I have tried from Givenchy because they are a more expensive brand. But this is the Prisme Libre setting powder. And basically it's got 4 different quadrants and it comes out all mixed together into one powder. And then you set your under eyes with it. And when I tell you this is the smoothest my under eyes have ever looked with this powder, I'm not kidding you. I'm trying not to waste this product before I get married because I don't want to buy another one because they are so expensive. But this is definitely the powder that I need to be using on my wedding day because it is so smoothing. The other really cool thing about this powder is that I'm an oily person and this will set my face all day, and at the end of the day I am not nearly as oily as I am with some other powders that I've tried. It is just smoothing, blurring, setting, all of the things that you want in a powder, it's in this one. I know this is a loose powder, but don't be afraid to set your whole entire face with this. I do. I love it. It does all the good things for me, and I loved it instantly. Number 5 is actually a foundation. Well, it's a skin tint. This is the Beauty Blender Bounce Skin Tint. I have never enjoyed a skin tint so fast in my life because this is so lightweight, so smoothing. It has the coverage that I particularly like. It's got medium to buildable full coverage, covers up the redness in my cheeks, and it wears so nicely, especially when you pair it with the Givenchy powder. I have gone way longer than 12 hours with this and that powder, and it has still looked phenomenal by the time that I took it off. It's just a really good formula, and honestly, it's a skin tint. So it's meant to be lightweight, it's not meant to be heavy, and it just gives me the coverage, and it's super long wearing. It doesn't crease in your fine lines like your smile lines. I've never had any issues like that. If you're really interested in skin tints, this is probably my number 1. Nope, there's no probably about it. This is my number 1. I have never loved a skin tint so fast in my life. There are other skin tints that I do really enjoy. In fact, I'm wearing one today, but it does not compete with this one. So if you're interested in looking for a lighter weight skin tint that's kind of higher end, I would highly recommend the Beauty Blender Bounce Skin Tint. I can't say enough good things about it. Number 6 is from M Cosmetics. These are the Heaven's Glow blushes. I have 3 out of the 5 shades currently. This is Venetian Rose, Faded Clementine, and Magic Hour, which is what I have on my cheeks today. This is by far one of my most favorite blush formulas ever because they are pigmented, but they also give a really nice sheen to the face, so you don't necessarily have to wear a highlight if you don't want to after applying one of these. They are pigmented, but they're also super blendable too, so if you do go overboard, you just continue to blend and you'll be able to tone it down. My poor Venetian Rose broke, so don't judge me on that, but this is my favorite shade out of the 3 that I have. And if you're looking for a really good versatile blush that can be very pigmented, but it can also look really natural and also gives a really nice glowy sheen to the skin, these are the blushes that I would recommend for you. They also last really nicely throughout the day, so if you apply this at 8 o'clock in the morning, by the time you get home at 5 or 6, your cheeks are still going to have that color on them. For number 7, I'm going to talk about some lipsticks, but if you have known me since the beginning of my channel, you'll know that I have really had to grow into lip products. I started my channel just applying a lip balm, and that was it. I never applied a lip liner, I didn't apply lip glosses, lipsticks, any sort of lip products unless it was like a chapstick lip balm type of thing. It wasn't a high-end anything. I mean, it was like the brand chapstick. Or the one I really liked is Smith's Rosebud Lip Salve. That was the one I was typically wearing. I like that one. It's got a little tint to it. So when I say that I fell in love with these lipsticks instantly, I mean it, because I was not a lipstick person. These are from Charlotte Tilbury. These are her matte formula lipsticks, and I have never experienced something so hydrating, even though it's matte, so long lasting, even though it's a lipstick. I've never experienced that until I tried a lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. The longevity of these are insane because you can eat multiple meals, drink whatever you want, and your lipstick is still gonna be there. I use them on brides because you can do whatever you need to do, and at the end of the day, you're still gonna have the color on your lips. That's how long they last, and you can basically not care or pay attention to your lipstick, and it's still gonna be there at the end of the day. So that's why these are some of my favorite formulas, and I loved them instantly because I've never experienced such an impact that lipstick has ever given me before. And I mean, they just blew my mind and definitely made me feel beautiful. And that's saying a lot for me because I'm very much a chapstick and lip balm person. So if a lipstick is making me feel that beautiful and making me feel like, wow, then they're you know they mean something. Charlotte Tilbury is a little more expensive, but if you're willing to invest in a lipstick, these are the #1 lipsticks that I would recommend you investing in. Number 8 is also a lip product, so you know if I'm going to recommend a lip product, you know I mean it. These are actually lip liners. These are from Buxom. They are the Power Line of Plumping Lip Liners. I really, really enjoy these. They are newer to the market, but I love the shape of them. They're kind of a triangle shape, so the bottom really hugs your lower lip, and then the top is pointed enough to really get your Cupid's bow and create sharp lines. And then I really like it too because it's got a blending brush on the bottom, so if you need to blend you can, or if you go a little wonky, you can just kind of clean that up a little bit. But these are extremely lasting as well, so if you pair this with a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick, your lips are going to be there all day. I really enjoy this too. It says it's plumping, but there's no like burning or tingling or anything like that. But I do see the plumpingness effects to it. These are my favorite lip liners for sure right now, and I loved them instantly. I mean, how couldn't you when they apply so easily, so creamy, so smooth. I've never had any sort of like crustiness come out of these, and I really like that they do have this brush in to help with cleanup because I mean, I'm new to lips and sometimes I can't do perfect lip lines. So these just are like a double whammy. They're beautiful and they allow me to clean myself up. So if you are looking for new lip liners, the Buxom ones are very, very nice and user-friendly. Number 9 is actually a mascara, and it's actually from the drugstore. It is the Maybelline Sky High Mascara. I know I have talked so much about this on my channel, but I still cannot get enough of it. I use this for brides because it lengthens, it lifts, it provides volume, and it does not budge. Especially if you get a waterproof version. I ripped out my eyelashes trying to get the waterproof version out, so I don't recommend doing that, but the original formula doesn't budge either. It doesn't flake throughout the day, it doesn't smudge. If you have super long lower lashes, it will not transfer onto your face. And I enjoy the brush because I have smaller eyes and the brush is actually pretty small and it's kind of flimsy. So it gives you a lot of working time and wiggle room, so you can really get into these inner lashes and really pull out these outer lashes. By far one of the best mascaras I have ever tried in my life, and I still can't get enough of it. I loved it the first time I used it, and it is still a go-to for me, especially for bridal makeup and any day that I want to feel beautiful and have long-lasting makeup. My final product, number 10, is actually for your brows. This is the Kosas Air Brow. I know the bottle is really cool. It's purple. I love purple. But I am not a brow pencil person. It's not my favorite. So I really tend to go with like tinted gels. I recently put this in my empty because, I mean, it is empty. I'm like really trying to get it out and it's dried out. But the longevity of this brow gel is insane. I have not experienced any sort of brow gel that keeps them lifted for such a long time. I also really enjoy the shade range of the colors for this more than other gel brands or brands that provide eyebrow gel. I feel like they just get a bit better with cool tones and warm tones and actually have a good shade for the majority of people. This shade is actually really neutral, which I believe my brows are, so I really enjoy it. Plus the hold time of your brows. I instantly loved it the first time I've tried it. It is definitely going to be a repurchase for me. If you're interested in a brow gel, I would recommend the Kosas Air Brow. I also really enjoyed the Benefit Gimme Brow, but currently this one has taken the top level for me when it comes to my brows. And even though I'm not a brow pencil person, Kosas also has a brow pencil that I would really like to try out with that brow gel to see how well they work together, but that's for another day. So if you're interested in a brow gel, that's the one I would recommend. So there you have it. Those are 10 products that I loved instantly, immediately. I don't know how I ever did my makeup without them. I know most of them are high-end, but when I say they're worth it, I mean they're worth it. I wouldn't steer you in the wrong way because obviously I had to purchase them all myself, so I'm out the money too if they were bad. So if they're good products, that's what I really want to recommend to you. I really enjoyed doing this though, and I would love to hear what some of your instantly loved makeup products are. Leave them in the comments for me below. And if you really enjoyed this video, let me know. We can definitely do a part 2, make it a series type thing, or we can do a drugstore version. I know I had one drugstore product in this video, but we can do a full drugstore video too if you're interested in that. So just let me know in the comments below. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. Also ring the bell and hit all on your notifications and you'll be notified every time I post a video. I'm here on Tuesdays and Fridays, 10 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you!